It's that time of the year where many of us like to transition to lighter, fresher fragrances. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 fragrances that I think are perfect for spring. What's going on YouTube? Raj here. Hope all of you are doing well. In today's video, 5 fragrances for spring, which is one of my favorite seasons. All of the fragrances mentioned will be down below in the description box, and if I've reviewed these fragrances, click on the I to follow the link. Okay, so let's kick things off with a fragrance that is a fairly recent purchase, coming from the house of Roja Parfums. This one is Scandal pour Homme Parfum Cologne. Scandal pour Homme is one of my favorite fragrances from the brand. I believe my first ever bottle I bought was the now discontinued Eau de Parfum version of this. When it was re-released in the Parfum Cologne version, I was very happy. It's got a wonderful citrus aromatic feel to it. It's lemony, it's piney, a little bit of spice in there as well. There is a herbal quality to this fragrance. It's a very gentleman's cologne type of scent, and I think it's one of the best in its genre. The second fragrance in this list comes from Caron, and it probably is my favorite from this French fragrance house. This one is The Third Man. You can also call it Le Troisieme Homme. This Caron fragrance is very classy, very gentlemanly, very sophisticated. I did a video actually, 5 fragrances for a gentleman, so I will leave the link to that if you want to check it out. And I love the lavender note in here. Caron, probably most famous for Caron pour Homme, one of the classic lavender vanilla fragrances. And this one adds a aromatic twist, a citrus twist. There's a spicy clove note in here which comes through really nicely. It's a really beautiful fragrance, and I highly recommend that you check it out. Moving on to the next fragrance, and this is not a fragrance that I actually own, but it is one that I have tried. I've had a couple of samples and I need to get it in my collection. From the brand Atelier Cologne, this one is Pomelo Paradis. When it comes to citrus-based fragrances, I'm not sure there are many other brands that do it better than Atelier Cologne. Pomelo, the citrus fruit, has similarities to grapefruit. Very sparkling, uplifting, brightens up your mood. This is really well done. The note doesn't just sort of like disappear after a couple of seconds, it stays on your skin, and there's that lovely clean white musk, slightly woody base, which is very nice. It's overall a very clean scent and perfect to wear in spring. It's time to go to Provence in France, and this brand, L'Occitane, have a fragrance simply called L'Occitane. This is a fragrance I reviewed years ago, and you know what? I would welcome this fragrance back into my collection. If you like lavender, if you like spices, woody, peppery notes, this is the perfect fragrance for you. I really enjoyed this fragrance, and L'Occitane on the whole makes some good stuff. This was a fragrance that I felt used very good quality ingredients. I thought it is affordable and very easy to wear. It's one of those fragrances that combines creativity and wearability and just balances those two things together really well. L'Occitane is a brand that doesn't really get spoken about here on YouTube when it comes to fragrances. Eau de Beau is obviously one of the more famous ones. I also used to own Vetiver, which I believe is discontinued. I reviewed that one of my first reviews, and yeah, I highly recommend it. Check it out if you haven't done so already. The next fragrance on the list is from Xerjoff, and this one is 1861 Renaissance. I had to mention this fragrance in my list. I know I'm probably becoming very repetitive. I mentioned it quite a few times, but I absolutely love this fragrance. I have reviewed it in its old presentation. Now I've got the new bottle, and the mintiness, the wateriness in this fragrance, the citrus notes are absolutely perfect. This is one of the best, if not the best, fresh fragrance that I've ever tried. I think they've done such a great job with this fragrance. And you know what, guys? Xerjoff 1861 is going to have to be my scent of the day. Brilliant fragrance. Well worth checking out. Let me know what your picks are for spring. Are you somebody who likes to change their fragrances when it comes to seasons, or do you just ignore all of that and wear whatever you want when you want? Guys, thanks for watching. Like this video if you like this type of content, and please do consider subscribing. I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.